Hello, guys. Welcome, everybody, to Purple A's podcast. I am your host who bleeds purple and gold, Isaac here. So, the Vikings will take on the Tennessee Titans for their last AFC South game of. We'll put their last AFC opponent in their last AFC South to sweep the AFC South, and they will play the Tennessee Titans at Nissan Stadium. So, the Tennessee Titans, though, really the Vikings should not take this team lightly. They should not take any team lightly for basically anything. Really, no game is really a gimme. So let's see what the Vikings can do to get a convincing win against the Tennessee Titans, and we'll see how it goes. So starting off with the Vikings defense versus the Tennessee Titans offense, that's where this main strength of this defense is going to play against. Because really, the Tennessee Titans don't really have that much really going up against it. Their offensive line, though, is actually starting to get better as the weeks go by, but they are still who they are right now. And they're still not a very good football team. And really though, so let's get to kind of some of the other things. What Will Levis is gonna do for you, what the quarterback of Will Levis is gonna do is turn the ball over. That's what he does for most of the time. And that's all he does. The Vikings should at least get 2 turnovers on Sunday against the Titans. They should at least get 2 turnovers because Will Levis, I thought he was going to be good, but he's nothing but just a turnover machine. And the Vikings are number 1 in takeaways. So the Vikings, they need to absolutely create turnovers as much as possible for this team and to give their offense a chance, which is what they should do. The cornerbacks for interceptions. And also, there might be some drop passes by the Tennessee Titans as well. So that's what the Vikings should do, is just create turnovers and also continue doing what they've always done best, and that is bring the heat as much as possible to Will Levis. Because if you're going to make him uncomfortable, you might as well because you got to bring pressure and blitz him. And also, really, their main weapon that the Tennessee Titans are really good at doing is running the football with Tony Pollard. He's absolutely been a really good stud for. I feel like he's been their main offensive weapon, and they've been outside of Calvin Ridley, but I feel like, though, the main goal for the Vikings is to stop Tony Pollard from doing any sort of damage, and that basically is up to the 7 front, against Tony Pollard. So, as long as they stifle the run game by the Tennessee Titans, I think the Vikings should absolutely win this game with ease. Or the defense should just absolutely probably going to clamp down on the Tennessee Titans throughout the whole game. So we'll see how it goes. And then let's get to the Vikings offense versus the Tennessee Titans defense. The Tennessee Titans defense, they've had their moments, but the box scores, if you look at the score numbers, and they don't look the greatest, but they've done a phenomenal job. The Tennessee Titans, they're definitely a good defense. So basically I don't have any problems with the edge rushers of the Tennessee Titans against our offensive tackles. And Brian O'Neill and not Christian there, so Cam Robinson. But the main concern is the Tennessee Titans defensive linemen, their interior defensive linemen, with with Jeffrey Simmons and I don't know if Tavondre Sweat is going to be healthy or not, or he's going to be available during the game, but the interior offensive line, but the interior defensive lineman of the Tennessee Titans is elite, which is why they've been able, which is basically their bread and butter, really. So, it's going to absolutely they're going to absolutely have a tough time, I feel like against Garrett Bradbury, Ed Ingram, and Blake Brandel. You just got to hope for the best. You got to really hope for the best for them, and see what happens, with the interior. You can only do so much, though, but we'll see how it goes, though. And then, the Tennessee Titans, though, their strong suit, their cornerbacks, though, they can be good at times, but I feel like, though, the main reason why, they are the number one passing defense in the league, and it all starts with their interior defensive linemen. Straight up, this Titans defensive lineman is absolutely tough to deal with. So, because they like to get after the quarterback and create turnovers as much as possible. And they like to allow the checkdowns to come in where they can just clean up the tackles. So, the defensive lineman, I guess the interior is going to be, but for basically purposes, for purposes of this game, I never thought I would say this for KOC. I think you're going to have to channel your inner Mike Zimmer and go run, pass, defense in this game. You're going to have to do it. Establish the run, because I feel like that's going to be the main factor of why you move the football and why you're basically moving the football and why you're in scoring position multiple times. But don't pass the ball unless it's necessary, unless you have to. Because Sam Darnold, you want as less goofy turnovers from Sam Darnold than what you need to create lesser turnovers. And if you could just run the football the entire way of the Tennessee Titans game, I think, though, the Tennessee Titans, their run defense is okay. They could be okay at times, but you should be able to run the football really, really well. Because if the Titans' strength is passing, you should run the football. And my final score prediction of that game, I feel like, though, this should be a game where they should definitely get a statement win, at least by 2 scores. They should win by 2 scores, far none. So I'm going to say the Vikings do so against the Tennessee Titans. I'm going to say Vikings win 26-7 over the Tennessee Titans, and they sweep the AFC South. So let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Skol Vikings.